Hey, how you doing everybody? My name is Cherryboy and welcome to Sakura Succubus 2!
Everybody, yes, after so very long, the time has finally come, everybody! The sequel, the long-awaited sequel that came out a while ago that I'm kinda late to, but nonetheless, it is time, everybody, for this great Succulent Succubus sequel! Indeed, everybody. My bad for the very long delay on getting to this part, and for like videos, but we're here, everybody. Now, let's not waste any more time and get right into it, everybody! Also, yes, today's a special day, so we gotta hear a Sylvie manga, today's book. Yeah, Sylvie manga, everybody. Let's go, everybody. Start the game! Alright, it was in my last year of high school that I had my first girlfriend. Her name was Yuki, yeah, and she had very long dark hair and a stern, serious face. She wasn't athletic and she didn't like talking to people. It was almost impossible to wring more than 5 words out of her at a time. In the end, my classmates learned to keep their distance. She was pretty, yes, but she wasn't worth their time. Yukai's silence wasn't that of a shy girl. She was surly, almost rude, dismissive too. It seemed like she actively disdained all her classmates and the human race in general. I thought she had disdained me too, cause she was succubus too, Nani? Until she confessed to me. Her confession surprised me, but it wasn't unwelcome. I was only 18 when it happened, and I was in my last year of high school. I'd never been confessed to before, and I was flattered. I accepted her confession, and after that we became a couple. We were almost always together. We walked to school in the mornings and back home in the afternoons. We studied for exams in the library, and Yuki tried and failed to make me lunch on several occasions. Aww. We went on dates too. I can still remember one particular date we had in the countryside. It was an unfeasibly hot day, and cicadas chirped incessantly in the undergrowth. Yuki was wearing a sheer cotton dress with thin straps, her dark hair loose in the wind. She kept fanning herself, but it wasn't enough to ward away the incessant heat. Yes. Just, yeah, my CG already the butte! There it is! Very nice, everybody. Very good start to a game. Much love for the butte. Back to the game. And so, in the end, she took off her wedge sandals and waited out into a lake to cool down. I went in after her and splashed her with water. Yes! She didn't squeak in alarm, she wasn't very emotive, but she did splash me back, and we got into a fight, and Yuki's dress was soaked through, and clung to her body, accentuating her curves! Droplets of water rolled down the insides of her thigh, and she had to wring out her skirt like a sponge! I think about that moment a lot. Yes, indeed I do. The butte. That might have been one of the happiest days of my life. Aww. I told Yuki as much. We were on the train going back home. She only tipped her head to one side and said, "Really? How curious." Like, really? How curious? Like a scientist overseeing some sort of experiment. It was an odd response, but Yuki's always been an odd girl. She was my girlfriend, but she didn't smile very much. She was an aloof, stoic person, but I found I didn't mind that very much. Her icy persona only made me feel more gratified when I was able to make her laugh. Indeed! I never thought of dating Yuki before, but soon I became infatuated with her. I liked her a lot over time. Over time, I think I grew to love her. But our relationship was short-lived! Oh no, tragedy struck! Soon it was time for us to graduate. Yuki went to college overseas while I continued my studies in Japan. After that, I never saw her again. Oh, the tragedy! I only spent 3 months with Yuki, but I can remember them all in stark detail. If only she hadn't transferred into my school during her final year! Ah! If only she hadn't waited until the last semester to confess to me! If only we'd had more time together! I used to think about such things a lot when we first broke up, but I don't know. I used to think about such things a lot when we first broke up, but I don't now. Not often, anyway. It's been more than 10 years since then, and I'm no longer a starry-eyed 18-year-old. I'm an adult! A boomer, if you will. I have a job and a very demanding boss. I'm so swept up in work I haven't had the time for new relationships in years, nor the time to sit and think about the old ones. I liked Yuki a lot, but that's in the past. I doubt I'll ever see her again. It's pointless to contemplate what's already past, I know that. So why am I thinking about her now? Oh no, the butterflies! That's because beneath the moonlight, in this secluded Japanese garden, I think I might have found her doppelganger! A woman stands before me, wearing a yellow kimono. Her long black hair tumbles around her shoulders. The butte, switch everybody. Yes, everybody, once again, the butte, the bustiness, it is here in full glorious view. Right, that's working, right? Yes, sir. She looks just like Yuki. In one hand, she holds a red, lacquered parasol. I can't see her face, but her shoulders and her hands are creamy white. She looks so much like Yuki I can't help but stare. Is it really her? I recognize that bouquet anywhere! Maybe this is just a trick of the light, or lack thereof, or lack of. I'm seeing things. This woman can't be Yuki. I haven't seen her in over a decade. She went off to study overseas. She hasn't contacted me since we broke up. For all I know, she could be anywhere. America, France, Italy, JoJo. This can't be Yuki. But if she's not Yuki, who is she? Why does she look so familiar? Excuse me. I call it to the woman. My mouth feels dry. It does, actually. As though I've swallowed a rock. The logo. Excuse me, ma'am, are you, alright?
What? Oh, yes. I'm sorry if I startled you. I was just gazing at the moon. It looks so pretty tonight. Do you not agree?
The woman turns her head, fronds of her dark hair fluttering, and I see to my disappointment, but not surprised, that she isn't Yuki after all. Oh, okay. Alright then. Well, okay. No ex-girlfriend come back to join the harem. Okay then. Okay. Moving on then. See Jeff, I guess the movie for thickness. Back to the game. That probably goes without saying. I have no idea why I thought she might be. Given all the crazy things that have happened in my life lately, it's probably a good thing that Yuki isn't here. What would my ex-girlfriend make of my tangled mess of romantic relationships? I'm not even sure what I think about all this madness.
Tell me, young boy, what is your name?
I'm Hiroki. Okasawa Hiroki. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hiroki, is it? That's a nice name. It suits you.
The woman smiles pleasantly.
My name is Safumi. I'll be staying at this ryokan for a few days. I do hope I see you again, dear. I think we will get along quite splendidly.
Oh yeah, it'd be nice getting to know you. That's what I say, but my voice is vague. Something about Ifumi makes me pause. Oh, did she return and change her name? No, wait, her face is different, right? She's not Miyuki, but the feeling that I know her persists. Her name sounds awfully familiar too. Could you be the other girl that possibly confessed to me, but I don't remember because plot? Could it be? You're not the famous actress Yamamoto Ifumi, are you?
Oh my, so you've heard of me?
Oh my god! Now we're gonna take the actress!
One does not like to brag. I don't know if I'm that famous. But yes, you are correct. I am Yamamoto Ifumi. I suppose I have appeared in a handful of movies.
Ifumi's tone is humble and polite, but that makes her manifold accomplishments seem even more impressive! I think a handful of movies is something of an understatement. Ifumi's one of the most sought-after actresses in all of Japan's Japanese cinema. She's been working from the tender age of 18. Ah, yes. And she's been in the industry for 15 years! MILF! Ifumi's in her early 30s, but she doesn't look it. Her skin is flawless and devoid of wrinkles. Her body taut and supple beneath the folds of her kimono. She still gets asked to play the same sweet, wide-eyed Injuin roles that propelled her to fame all those years ago! She starred in about 20 well-acclaimed movies, and that's not to mention her numerous appearances in TV dramas, talk shows, and adverts! She's so famous, she's practically a national symbol of Japan! Everybody knows about Ifumi! I'm a big fan of hers, I loved her for years! And now we get to love her, for real! Hell, even my dad is a big fan of hers, and my mother too! Ifumi has wide appeal, she's loved by both men and women, adults and children! Maybe that's because despite her good looks, she's very modest and polite, unfailingly appreciative of her fans, and softly spoken to boot. This can't be real! Are you really Yamamoto Ifumi?
That is the name that my parents bequeathed me with, yes. Why?
Ifumi inclines her head.
Is there a problem with that?
Oh, no, there's no problem at all! It's the opposite of a problem! This is a bit embarrassing, but I'm a big fan of yours, I love your work!
What? Really?
Ifumi blinks, taken aback.
I never thought I would find a fan of mine all the way out here. I must be more popular than I thought.
Are you kidding? You're incredibly popular! You have whole websites devoted to you all over the net! Not that I frequent such sites, of course. I've certainly never looked at the Ifumi's Fate wiki before. Oh my god! I'm so screwed! You're not just popular in Japan, you have fans all across the globe! I never thought I'd meet you face to face. This is incredible!
I don't think I'm so incredible. I don't think I'm so incredible, really. I'm just a normal woman. But if seeing me makes you this happy, that makes me happy too. I do so enjoy bringing smiles to people's faces. That is why I became an actress in the first place.
And you've done an amazing job! Keep at it, Ifumi-chan!
Of course.
Ifumi bows her head.
How could I not, when I have fans like you? I must admit, I have been in something of a slump recently. All the roles I have taken have been so very similar. have been so very similar. I was beginning to worry that my career was stagnating. I came here to take a break so that I might reevaluate what I wish to do in the future. But after hearing such kind words from you, I know that I cannot give up. I have fans who love me. I can see that clearly now. As such, it would be shameful of me to give up and abandon you all.
I stared at my idol with the large, shining eyes of a child. I think I was a child when I first saw one of Fumi's movies. I would have been 14, maybe 15. It would be no lie to say that Fumi was one of my first loves. I even had a poster of her on my bedroom wall! That was one of the reasons why I accepted Yuki's confection, actually. I'd always thought with her long black hair and her pale skin, she looked a lot like Hifumi. I feel positively awestruck, but I can't afford to lose my senses! This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance! I need to act, and fast! Ask her out, boy! Ask Hifumi for her autograph. Maybe I should dial it down a notch. Ooh, I forgot about the choices. I'd rather be Saviola. We'll do both. We'll do maybe I should dial it down, and then we'll ask her for her autograph. I'm thinking that would be the right choice, but we're gonna dial it down now. Although, on second thought, maybe a bit too of it. Actually, no, no. Let's go for that. Autograph. Tommy, let's go for the autograph. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Hifumi. I know you're on vacation, and I don't want to bother you, but I've loved you for a very long time. I adore your movies, and I adore you. And, well, I was wondering, could I possibly get your auto? I'm halfway through my question, impertinent though it may be, when a loud exclamation stills me. Hold it right there! I whip my head around. Since it's late at night, I didn't expect to be interrupted by anybody else. Okay, let's back up again then. Maybe I should dial it down a notch. Although, on second thought, maybe I'm being a bit too effusive with my compliments. I don't want to make Hifumi feel uncomfortable. She doesn't seem to mind being praised. In fact, it's quite the opposite. But she just said she came to the Ryokan to relax. It would be unfair to ask her for too much during her time off. I don't want to inconvenience her, of course not. But I really do want her autograph. I stand there for a few moments, dithering helplessly when. All right, there we go. And I just want to do one thing real quick, everybody. I just want to do this real quick.
But after hearing such kind words from you, I know that I cannot give up. I have fans who love me. I can see that clearly now. As such, it will be shameful of me to give up and abandon you all.
All right, there we go. Just want to do that just a little bit more dramatic, you feel me? All right, we're gonna just go for the autograph. It's fine. It's fine. Hold it right there. All right. Since it's late at night, I didn't expect to be interrupted by anybody else, but life has been doing its level best to surprise me as of late. It's been succeeding, too. I stare, my mouth agape, as I come face to face with two girls I know very well. Hello, Ayu Cosmos! It's Japan's #1 idol, Iku Ayu, and with her is the famous cyan-haired cat ear wearing rapid pound model Cosmos. This humble ryokan is filled to bursting with celebrities. If Akatsuki Marina was here too, we'd have a full house. But she isn't. I guess she must still be in her room sleeping. I guess, of course. Being an ultra-famous businesswoman must be taxing. Not that I know, I'm hardly at Marina's level. Whenever I look, I'm surrounded by raw star power. I'm starting to feel very out of place here.
Now look here, you traitorous turncoat!
Ayu stabs a finger in my direction.
You can't ask Hifumi for her autograph! You're supposed to be my producer! You're fraternizing with the enemy!
Your producer? I don't remember that. It was in the last episode, right? Or last part. Since I met Ayu at her tropical beach retreat in Okinawa, it's a long story. She's been determinedly calling me her cameraman. Of course, all right, back then. When did I get such a lofty promotion?
And you're my boyfriend. I don't want you flirting with other girls, not behind my back.
Sorry, Cosmos, but I wasn't flirting. I was just telling Hifumi how much I like her movies. I'm a fan.
Yes, I heard you were being so loud. I'm sure everybody in the whole Ryokan heard. You're not very subtle, Hiroki. Do you really have to make so much noise? Some of us were trying to sleep. But Ayu,
Cosmos blinks at Ayu, perplexed.
We've been spying Hiroki since before he started talking to Hifumi. Didn't you come into my room at midnight, wake me up and ask me if I wanted to keep tabs on it with you?
Wait, what? You girls were spying on me?
Yeah, so what of it?
Ayu tries to look indifferent, but her face is burning. For an idol, she's always been bad at hiding her real feelings.
You should be grateful that a cute girl like me is giving you the time of day, you loser!
So I've been demoted from a producer to a loser in the span of a few seconds. Success is such a fickle beast. Oh, yes.
Anyway, it's not like I care who you flirt with. It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. You can do what you like. I just wish you'd do it a bit more quietly!
But you were still spying on me!
So what? You're a pervert! So I had to make sure you weren't going to harass Marina or sleep or something! I'm sacrificing my sleep for the greater good! I'm like so nice and sweet. How can you not love me? I'm like so sweet and nice. How can you not love me? I'm like so nice and sweet. How can you not love me? Don't you agree, Cosmos? What?
Ayu nudges Cosmos in the side with her elbow, which makes her jump.
Yay! Ayu is so cool. She's the best. I love her even more than I love sea cucumbers and pudding. Clap, clap, clap.
I have to hide a snicker behind my hand. Ow! There's something pretty funny about Cosmos' completely deadpan delivery. Ayu glowers at me.
Are you doubting my cuteness, Hiroki?
No, not at all. I think you're very cute and very noble.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I really am perfect, aren't I? I'm so nice, in fact. I'll even give you a few words of advice. You should stay away from that woman. Who, me? Yes, you. You might act sweet, but I know your game. You're a wolf in sheep's clothing. Don't get too close to Hiroki, or she'll devour you!
Perhaps this news should concern me, but being devoured by Hifumi doesn't sound all that bad. Ooh, yeah.
What? Why you?
Aya takes a step towards me. She's so heated, she's practically shaking with rage. I'm surprised steam isn't coming out of her ears. Indeed. Damn it.
How could you say something so scandalous?
Isn't it enough that you're here? Isn't it enough that you have 3 of us here to dote on you? Oh, you don't need. Oh, that's it.
How could you say something so scandalous? Isn't it enough that you have 3 of us here to dote on you? You don't need any more! You're a bad boy, Hiroki. Your appetite can't be sated. But I don't mind that. If you're frustrated, you can use me however you like. I'm your girlfriend, and I belong to you. Yeah. Hey, Cosmos, no fair! Don't try to make any moves on Hiroki! I never gave you permission! Why should I need your permission? Hiroki is my boyfriend. He might be your boyfriend, but he's my producer before that! His duty towards me should come first! Oh, really? But I've been lovey-dovey with Hiroki much more than you have. You bitch!
Ayu recoils, her face burning.
That is a work in progress. I'm gonna take my time to claim Hiroki bit by bit. I'm not cheap and easy like you. I'm an idol, not some rabbit-pound bimbo, and I deserve to be treated accordingly. I'm not a bimbo. Hiroki said he doesn't mind that I post my photos online. He supports me. If he supports you selling your body and life for the salivating masses, he can't love you that much. It's because he loves me that he supports me. Your cold, callous heart wouldn't understand that. Why, you bitch, take this! No, you!
And now Ayu and Cosmos are bickering. Grace just throwing down!
Oh my.
I'm inclined to agree with Hifumi. Oh my, indeed.
I am curious, Hiroki. What is your relation to these... I am curious, Hiroki. What is your relation to these 2 naughty children? To these 2 naughty children?
That's a long story. I guess you could say the 3 of us have a very close personal connection or something.
Ah, I see.
Hifumi nods her head sagely.
You must get along well.
You really think so?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Ayu and Cosmos must love you a lot, or they wouldn't be bickering about you so. And if those 2 were not good friends, they would not be able to argue like this in the first place.
Good catch.
It must be nice to have friends like that. It must be nice to have friends like that. I've led quite the sheltered existence myself, and I've never before partaken in such lively debates. It looks like a lot of fun.
I don't know about that. I can't imagine Hifumi calling anybody a bitch or pulling their hair like Ayu and Cosmos are. It doesn't suit a mature, refined image. I think you're perfect just the way you are, Hifumi. Sorry, to me.
Perfect. Perfect. That is quite the compliment. I'm unsure if I'll be able to live up to your lofty expectations, but I shall do my best. As an actress, I would never want to disappoint my fans.
You couldn't. You're so kind and forgiving, easy to talk to, too. I don't know why Ayu seems to dislike you so much. It doesn't make any sense. In fact, I think she could stand to learn a few lessons from you. Come to think of it, Ayu and Cosmos seem to know Hifumi well. I even gave her a cute nickname, Hifumin. Oh, did I miss that? My apologies. Will they address her by her first name if they've never spoken before? As I'm pondering this, Cosmos and Ayu's yells continue to drift through the air. They're making such a commotion, I wouldn't be surprised if their cries... They're making such a commotion, I wouldn't be surprised if their cries wake the entire Ryokan! Oh my god, and she's a succubus, that's why she's so young. Spoiler! But I don't know either, but I'm throwing it in there. She's a succubus, just throwing it out there because everybody in this game is a succubus. Alrighty, okay.
Now what's all this?
And speaking of waking the Ryokan, it looks like Marina's up and about! She's wearing her typical business attire despite the lateness of the hour, but her white hair looks a bit messier than usual. Yawning, she presses the Yawning, she presses her palm to her mouth and looks around. Ah, you Cosmos! It's too late for your silly arguing. Stand aside.
But Cosmos said...
I don't care.
But Cosmos said...
I don't care what she said. You leave her alone. You leave her alone, I'll be... I don't care what she said. You leave her alone, I'll be forced to discipline you again. You don't want that now, do you? You don't want that now, do you? Ayu flinches and takes a few steps back. I guess she's remembering that time back on the beach when Marina delivered a volley of slaps against her defenseless rear. Now then, Marina looks at Hifumi. I didn't expect to see you here, Hifumi. It's been too long.
Marina, it's good to see you too.
Hifumi offers Marina an elegant bow. How have things been? They've been going well enough. I would ask about your affairs too, but I read about you so often in newspapers it seems hardly necessary. Your career is blooming.
Hardly, you exaggerate.
Hifumi laughs lightly and waves one hand, as though trying to brush aside Marina's compliments. In actual fact, I've been having some doubts about my career. I feel like I'm stuck in a rut, going through the motions. That's why I decided to come to the countryside. I thought it might help clear my head. I didn't know that you would be here, though. Or dear Ayu and Cosmos. This is a pleasant surprise. It feels like a family reunion. Family, huh? If Hifumi regards Marina, Ayu, and Cosmos as If Hifumi regards Marina, Ayu, and Cosmos as family, then that must mean you're not a succubus too, are you, Hifumi?
One doesn't like to tell. A woman must have some secrets, you know. It adds to their allure.
Hifumi giggles.
But if you already know about a succubi, I suppose there's no point in being coy about it. That is indeed correct. I am a succubus. I am a member of the same clan that Marina, Ayu, and Cosmos hail from. They are like sisters to me. Ayu and Cosmos are my cute temperamental younger sisters, and Marina, well, I'm not sure if I regard her as a younger or an older sister. Certainly I've lived more years than she, but I think she's even more talented than I. She's much better than I am at making people listen to her. Ayu never does what I tell her to. She always ignores me. It really is sad.
That's because you're too soft. You need to learn to toughen up. If you don't, nobody will pay you any heed.
You might be right about that. I was good at putting my foot down once, but now I must have lived among humans for too long. I have become quite the pushover.
Don't worry. I can teach you how to say no again if you like. I'll give you extensive lessons, free of charge.
Would you? That just might prove to be helpful. Thank you, Marina. I really am glad to see you again. And of course, I'm glad to see you again too, Cosmos. Ayu? Cosmos, Ayu?
Ah! Alright! CG, everybody! Yeah, CG, everybody! Oh man. I was hoping we get like a CG of everybody or just but yeah, I'm a CG! Whew! Oh my god. Okay, jeez.
And of course, I'm glad to see you again too, Cosmos. Ayu?
Alright, there we go. Hands up the headpats. You always give the headpats. Very nice. Smiling blithely, Hifumi presses the palm of her hand against the top of Ayu's head. Then she gives her hair a ruffle.
Stay out of trouble now. Don't get into any more fights with poor... Stay out of trouble now. Don't get into any more fights with poor Cosmos. I'm glad you get along so well, but if you absolutely must vent your spleen, I think it might be better if you did it over a game of shogi.
Shogi? Ayu glares at Hifumi.
What century do you think this is, you old granny? Nobody plays shogi anymore! They don't? How sad. Then, maybe you could play a game of Karuta instead? I heard that has become quite popular as of late.
Yeah, right, as if I want to play Karuta. I actually have a life, you know. Now stop ruffling my hair, you gotta mess it up. You gotta mess it all up.
Doesn't matter. It's very late and you really should be in bed. If you don't get enough sleep, you'll be cranky in the morning. Then you get into even more fights. Now please promise me you'll behave yourself in the future. I know you can do it. Who's a good girl? There.
Hifumi continues petting Ayu's head while Ayu's scowl grows more and more pronounced. Eventually, Ayu's patience, which has never been the most plentiful, wears thin, and she pushes Hifumi's arm off her.
Just leave me alone and drop this concerned big sister act, you hear? You're too old to be anybody's big sister. You're making me feel sick.
Alright, then.
Just leave me alone and drop the concerned big sister act, you hear? You're too old to be anybody's big sister. Ugh, you're making me feel sick.
Ayu! Marina stamps one foot against the ground. Booyah! Is that any way to talk to Hifumi? She is your elder and better. You should show her some respect.
Respect? Yeah, right.
Ayu spits on the ground.
Why should I respect her when she's always looking down on me? She acts like a goody two-shoes and I know her game. Whenever there's a pretty boy in the vicinity, she loses her inhibitions. Now she's met Hiroki, she's not gonna hold back. I'll give it 2 days until she tries flirting with him. Now she's met Hiroki. She's not gonna hold back. I'll give it 2 days until she's trying to flirt with him. There's no way I want to act all nicey-nicey with a woman like that. You watch yourself, Hiroki. Ayu shoots me a serious look. Now Hifumen's got you in her sights. She'll do anything she can to make you hers. Just don't give in to her provocations. No matter what happens, you're still my producer. And I'm not going to give you up that easily.
Oh my god. With a decisive Ayu stalks away. Her long twin tails sway behind her, timing. As is the frilly hem of her pink dress. Ifumi watches her depart, her brow furrowed.
Goodness me. It seems she dislikes me just as much as always. I had hoped she might change her tone. No. I had hoped she might change her tune after all these years, but I suppose not. It is vexing, but I still love my younger sister. I will do all I can to repair our relationship. I might be a pushover, but I can be very persistent at times. I won't let anybody disregard my love.
Okay. After the debacle with Ifumi, I returned to my room to sleep. Thank God. Okay, that's all the time we got for this, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry if I overloaded the microphone. I am almost 99% sure I did. A lot of that was yelling. Sorry about that, everybody. Also sorry for messing up a lot in the video. Sorry for that. It's been a very long time since I've recorded. Okay, yes. August and September are officially my worst months in terms of uploading, and I am so very sorry for that. Everybody, I'm sorry for the lack of gameplays and videos in general. I'm sorry. I have not been able to record. I don't know. Well, okay. Well, first, I had to deal with some stuff that happened that prevented me from recording, and after that happened, I kind of got a canker sore right here on my mouth, and it made it really uncomfortable to talk, so that lasted a while. And then, yeah, so that's basically it, pretty much what's been going down. It's one thing after another that just keeps me from recording, but I'm happy I was able to finally record for you guys. And I know, yes, I was just uploading those 2 gameplays, those 4 videos of gambling and the Kawaii Deathu Desu and stuff, you know. And those are fun, but I know what you guys wanted. You guys wanted the Sakura Succubus too, and I'm sorry it took so long for me to get it out. But I think this is a good coming back video to come back to you guys with. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I apologize for messing up so much in the gameplay and for yelling so much, but gotta give that acting, you know. I'm sorry for overloading the microphone, but thank you all so much for sticking with me. Oh, and if you guys haven't seen it already, check out the Sylvie video, or Sylvie, as the description says. And, yeah, that's about all, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize again. I'm sorry. I know I'm saying sorry a lot. It must be getting old, but I really am sorry for the lack of videos and for this taking so long. But I'd like to think I'm back now, everybody. Sylvie manga. Yes, very fittingly so. Good comeback. Anything else to add? No, I think that's about all. Thank you all so much for watching. Sakura Succubus 2, everybody. We're back. We're going to be doing this game. I'm back, everybody. I'm back. For real, I am. I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I'm back, everybody. I'm going to be giving you guys gameplays left and right, everybody. Gonna go hardcore, gonna make up for all the time that was no gameplays, everybody. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please like below. And if there's any other games you'd like to play you want to talk, please comment down below as well. If you guys enjoyed and like some more, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bells. It'd be epically appreciative, guys. And as always, my name is Cherryboy, and my goal is to make you guys smile. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Yeah. Bye. See ya. What's gonna happen next time, everybody? So it turns out that that mysterious waifu was not the waifu Yuki. No, it was indeed the waifu Hifumi, indeed. But does that mean Yuki will return? Who knows? Quite possibly. She seemed to be in the lore, so maybe she will return at some point. But who knows? Find out how the... Where are we at? Oh yeah, find out how we interact with the waifu Hifumi next time. Find out if there's more squabbles and debacles and more fighting or more love-a-devil over time. Who knows what could possibly happen? Find out how it goes next time. Oh, and Sakura Succubus 2! Alright, that's all. Alright, guys.